by the BJP today. Also, what's your hunch? Will it be Eknath Shinde and Ajit Pawar who will be his deputies, as being speculated in the media? Has Eknath Shinde done a smart thing by finally relenting and ending the logjam by agreeing to work under Mr. Fadnavis?
Now there should be no doubt, all the speculations have been put to rest. When Devendra Fadnavis takes charge, it will be very, very obvious that Ajit Dada Pawar and Eknath Shinde will be his deputies. Among these three leaders, the power center will revolve. But BJP has come up with this solution on sheer mandate. You got to accept that for the first time, BJP has got a mandate in Maharashtra, which is to form a government. And a form a government in a true sense when I say that. Because in last few days, if you see the political happenings and the real politics that was played behind the curtains was a big thing. Because when we have 20 MLAs of Uddhav Thackeray Shiva Sena, decimated totally from 55 to 20 when they came down. And after that, most of them, revolting against their own leadership and telling them that we cannot leave our ideology and survive in today's politics. When that happens, what happens is, BJP gets a foothold. That if someone tries to play smart, some of the other partners try to play smart, they have the cushion of those 15, 20 MLAs. And the numbers which they have got with more than 80% of the strike rate is something to be respected by each and every party. You cannot be individually talking of, there has to be a difference between Uddhav Shiva Sena and Shiva Sena Shinde. I was the one who was saying till the last day that Eknath Shinde will be the chief minister. I don't have any hesitation in saying that I proved myself wrong. But then some politics that took place, we were not aware of it in last 2-3 days. After being reduced to 20 members, and after being some other party being reduced to 8 or 10, there are those MLAs who are on a floating wicket. And they are the ones, in real politics, they are the ones, the softest of all targets. And when a Shiva Sena Uddhav Thackeray MLA says that I will go back to my core voter, that is Hindutva, it is not difficult for BJP to get the support of all that if someone tries to play smart. So that politics became a reality. And seeing Devendra Fadnavis in the helm, now what I expect is a smooth sailing for some time, because Ajit Dada Pawar only wants finance. He will get his portfolio, which he was a minister in last cabinet also. Eknath Shinde will continue to have his urban development. But BJP will not relent to give home department to anyone else but Devendra Fadnavis himself. Once they've decided that Fadnavis is more important for Maharashtra than for the national president's place. Now, when that decision has been taken by the core leadership, I expect that, people, at least for time being, for a year or two, people will be quiet. And Uddhav Shiva Sena will find it very difficult to hold their 20 MLAs intact for in coming 6 months. I will not be surprised that Uddhav Shiva Sena, 10, 15, 20 of them switch over to the ruling side. Whether BJP will take them or not, it's a different issue altogether. But when I see the real politics, I find it that once this decision is being taken, that it will be Fadnavis who will run Maharashtra. And then what I want to see is, in the Fadnavis's era, we need the rapid development of Maharashtra. The key projects which were stalled by Uddhav Thackeray government for 2.5 years, which are being delayed, that needs to come on track in this term. And that will be the core responsibility for this government. Apart from, continuing with these popular schemes which they have come out with. Yes, Uday.
Shashank Shekhar Jha, political analyst, also into the discussion. Shashank Shekhar Jha, the suspense has ended now. Devendra Fadnavis it is, who will be Maharashtra Chief Minister, a BJP Chief Minister once again. in the state of Maharashtra. It's third time for Devendra Fadnavis that he will be sworn in tomorrow. What do you make of this final decision that the Mahayuti took and the delay as well? Any merit for the opposition to take pot shots, or is this but natural when you have three allies and such a strong mandate?
Namaste, Udayji, and my fellow panelists here. Udayji, first thing I would like to clarify, like BJP guys would like to hear, Delhi mein Narendra, Maharashtra mein Devendra. So that has been clarified. I did not think for once that, after receiving 132 out of 288, BJP will first anything lesser than the chief minister post. In 2019, when BJP alliance won in Maharashtra, at that point of time, BJP wanted CM post despite having much lesser seats than today. And today they got much higher seat. At that point of time, alliance broke. Otherwise, Devendra Fadnavis would have become chief minister at that point of time only. But he did not. Situation changed it. And now BJP received 132. So there was no chance that BJP would have given CM post to anyone else. Now coming to Devendra Fadnavis ji, obviously he had this mass youth leadership charisma image in Maharashtra. Now Maharashtra is a very big state. You understand that there is a population of 14 crore, two big cities, Mumbai and Pune, financial capital of country. And then, so you do not want that state to go with someone who cannot hold that state. So that is why I guess this delay of 9 to 10 days in electing a CM, because even when you have 132, you need a coalition partner, because then only you can cross that majority mark of 145. But having said that, if opposition is taking a pot shot, opposition should also need to introspect whether they have chosen a leader of opposition in Maharashtra or not. Who will become leader of opposition in Maharashtra? Will he be from Congress, NCP, or Shiv Sena, Uddhav Thackeray? One more thing, I guess, here, because I was just listening to Himanshuji, and it is very important here. We have seen this history in Tamil Nadu, when AIDMK party broke into two, and there was a dispute between who will be the original holder, someone who is a follower of MGR or someone who is the family of MGR. Finally, the follower of MGR, Jayalalitha, won the mandate and she got the party. So I guess something might be repeated in Maharashtra, where people has finally elected or selected the Shiv Sena led by Eknath Shinde. As far as NCP cadres are concerned, I guess it is very clear. Sharad Pawar ji has already stated that he won't be continuing the active politics. So it is more between Shinde and it is more between between Pawar family. So it will more likely go in favor of NDA rather than India alliance. So it is laddu sabhi haath mein laddu hona. That is something which is visible in Maharashtra.
Okay, let me quickly take that to Radhakshmi Joshi as well, political analyst who's also live with us. Radhakshmi Joshi, as far as, of course, now power sharing goes, do you believe the Home Ministry could possibly go now to Eknath Shinde and the Finance Ministry to Ajit Pawar? Will that be the final formula which seems to have cracked the deal to make everyone happy in the Mahayuti?
Uday, and yes, we have spoken about this earlier in the day also. And as expected, Devendra Fadnavis is the new chief minister. But I don't believe that the BJP will give the post of the home ministry to anybody else. So Devendra Fadnavis ji has held this post ever since he became the chief minister for the first time, and even in the last 2.5 years also. So I don't think that could have happened. But very frankly, I don't think that Mr. Eknath Shinde had too much of a choice, because you must have also heard those rumors where people were saying that the BJP and Mr. Ajit Pawar can also form the government. So there were rumors to that effect also. So it was not as if the BJP needed Mr. Eknath Shinde. But yes, the BJP is known to keep the allies intact, because even in the first time around when Narendra Modi ji became the PM, if you remember that the BJP did not need any alliance partners as such, but even then they kept all the NDA allies with them. They gave them the ministries, and the same thing happened in 2019 as well. And even though, yes, now 2024, the NDA did need alliance partners, but then in the past also they have shown that even when they did not need any alliance partners, they have kept the alliance partners intact with them. Similarly, This time too, the BJP does not want to lose either of the alliance partners. And very frankly, Mr. Devendra Fadnavis is the only person who can handle both Eknath Shinde as well as Ajit Pawar. So if it was Eknath Shinde at the helm of affairs, there would have been a lot of tiffs between him and Mr. Ajit Pawar, to be very frank, because they are at ideological two different ends. And Mr. Devendra Fadnavis is somebody who holds them both together. So they are this adjustment or this kind of a situation where Devendra Fadnavis ji stepped down to become the DCM was only because of some technical and legal formalities when he took over as the deputy chief minister instead of becoming the chief minister. So this time around, there was no such reason. There was nothing to hold him back. So there was no reason for him to again take the role of the deputy chief minister. Whereas Mr. Eknath Shinde right now does not hold the cards in spite of the fact that he did do a very good performance and in spite of the fact that they did have a very good strike rate. But I don't think that he is in that position of power to say that I want the home ministry and I want to be the chief minister, otherwise I will not be a part of the government, because then he will be in a losing position. And the BJP right now does not need two alliance partners, to be very frank. But then at the same time, I think the BJP definitely is in a advantageous position, because both the alliance partners will know that they are not in the
Okay.
position to call the shots.
All
So
right,
that
let's
is the
quickly
reason
talk a
why-
bit more about Devendra Fadnavis. Let's just talk a bit